Hi there, you're here with Australian universities. Today we're heading to the Queensland University of Technology.
QUT. It's Queensland University of Technology. Bright minds shine with energy. Innovation is on our mind called QUT. We're the best, learning, leading, reaching high. Together we can touch the sky. QUT, our uni degree. Brisbane City for you and me. QUT, just as good as you get your degree.
Let's get into the details of why you might like to study here in Brisbane. QUT is a uni that thrives on connectivity in the city. Students are based close to the action, with the buzz of Brisbane around them every day. The university has achieved a world ranking of 225. Within Australia, it holds the 13th spot overall. That makes it the second highest ranked uni in Queensland, after the University of Queensland. QUT is a large, modern uni with a focus on practical, career-ready learning. With more than 52,000 students, QUT is the 9th largest university in Australia. Around 19% of them come from overseas, creating a community that is diverse and international. The uni also has a strong postgraduate presence, with more than a quarter of students studying beyond their first degree. QUT has two main campuses, both in the city. Gardens Point sits on the river beside the Botanic Gardens, with views across to Brisbane's skyline. It's home to the faculties of Business, Law and Science. Kelvin Grove is positioned a couple of kilometres north, housing creative industries, education and health. Together, the campuses form a uni closely woven into the fabric of Brisbane itself. QUT promotes itself as a university for the real world. That message is backed up by its industry partnerships. Students are encouraged to work on real-world projects, often in collaboration with companies or government agencies.
Real world is real learning, so it means a lot of hands-on learning. It means using real equipment, same as what you're using in the field, and a lot of work with professionals and industry partners.
Engineering students might find themselves solving applied problems for industry. Creative arts students can work in studios and performance spaces that are open to professionals. Health students often connect with hospitals and clinics across Brisbane. The uni has built a reputation for linking study directly to practice. That approach appeals to students who want to graduate with experience that employers recognise. It also reflects QUT's younger history compared with some of Australia's older unis. While research remains important, the emphasis here is on employability and industry connection. Entry into QUT is moderately competitive. The minimum ATAR for admission sits at around 73. Some programs require more, others a little less. Business, for example, typically asks for an ATAR close to 79, while science courses can be entered at around 70. Across the uni, the acceptance rate is about 54%. That means just over half of high school students interested in attending university do well enough to get in when they first leave school. Student satisfaction paints an interesting picture. Among undergraduates, the positive rating is 74%, a little below the national average. Postgraduates are more satisfied, with 84% giving high ratings, which is above average. This difference may come down to lifestyle. Younger students often enjoy the contained community of a traditional campus. QUT's city-based lifestyle is more independent. It appeals to students ready to balance study with work or internships, and a life in Brisbane itself. The uni's size means students can choose from a wide range of disciplines. Business programs are among the most popular, especially because of QUT's location in Brisbane's business district. Creative industries have also built a strong reputation, attracting students from across Australia and overseas. Health, law, engineering and education all have established programs with close links to employers. Online study is a growing part of the learning experience. Around 20% of students are enrolled online, including almost 6,000 postgraduates. Management, commerce and education are the most popular areas. QUT Online is well suited for people who are already in the workforce and want to keep studying without leaving their jobs. This flexibility adds to QUT's appeal as an open and adaptable uni. Student life is shaped by the city of Brisbane. You're surrounded by streets, gardens and riverside walks. Making friends at QUT often starts in the classroom. Group projects and workshops are a regular part of study, and working together helps students connect quickly. QUT has more than 150 clubs and societies, giving students plenty of opportunity to meet people with similar interests.
Uni's a great way to make friends. I've made some excellent friends, or lifelong friends even, through doing group assignments and through the QUT clubs. There's many ways to socialise and interact with people at QUT. My top tip for QUT is to get involved in the networking events, whether that's through clubs such as Women in Tech or through the QUT social events. You don't know who you'll meet or where it'll take you.
The campuses encourage students to spend whole days in the city, moving between classes, social spaces and the gardens, before heading home on buses, trains or ferries. At Gardens Point, you can step straight into the Botanic Gardens or cross the river to South Bank. Many students use the Goodwill Bridge on their way to and from campus. Over 40,000 people walk or cycle across it each week, making the bridge a natural part of daily life. Kelvin Grove has its own village energy, with student apartments, weekly markets and a creative community feel. Most students live in Brisbane's inner city suburbs and commute in. West End, Spring Hill and Fortitude Valley are popular choices with plenty of apartments and share houses. This style of living is usually the cheapest, with students moving in with strangers who soon become housemates. Kitchens and lounges often double as social spaces, and for many, sharing a house becomes an important part of uni life. Public transport links these suburbs directly to the city, making the daily commute simple. Many students enjoy this setup because it gives them independence while keeping them connected to everything happening in Brisbane. For international students, QUT's location is a major advantage. Living in the city makes it easier to find part-time work and to take part in Brisbane's social life. The climate is subtropical with hot summers, mild winters and an outdoor lifestyle that runs all year. Brisbane is also well connected to the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, both less than 2 hours away, adding beaches and surf culture to the student experience. QUT's focus on the real world is reflected in its graduates. Many leave with not just a degree but also work experience, industry contacts and practical skills. This makes the transition into employment much easier, especially in fields like business, engineering and creative arts. The trade-off is that the uni does not always have the same research prestige as some of its competitors. But for many students, the direct career connection matters more. So that's QUT, a uni ranked second in Queensland, a place that blends gardens, river and skyscrapers. A place where study connects directly with the world outside, and where the city itself becomes part of your campus experience.